court has ruled that former President Donald Trump cannot be removed from state ballots in the 2024 election. The ruling overturns a decision from Colorado's top court that banned Trump from appearing on the ballot. Colorado and other states like Illinois and Maine wanted to remove him based on his role in the January 6th attack. The court ruled it was up to Congress, not the states, to make that decision. We're joined now by Loyola law professor Jessica Levinson live. Welcome. Thanks for being with us.
Absolutely.
So break down what this means for the 2024 election.
It means that the former president will appear on the ballot. It means that individual states lack the power to say, I'm looking at the Constitution, specifically Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, this post-Civil War era amendment meant to prevent members of the Confederacy from serving in government. The court saying, I'm looking at that, and individual states lack the power to say, under my analysis, a candidate for the presidency is not eligible.
It's interesting they took this case up so quickly. I mean, it usually takes a lot longer for cases to wind their way up to the Supreme Court.
Absolutely. But in this case, they knew they had to act quickly because tomorrow what we're going to be talking about is Super Tuesday. And so people have to know, and frankly, it would have been ideal if they had known even earlier, whether or not their votes count. So if they're looking at a ballot and they see Trump's name on it, it really is better for everyone if they know if that is a vote that will in fact be tabulated in favor of Trump, or if they'll basically be throwing their vote away because the court would find that he's ineligible. Today, the court answered that question. That's frankly why I think this decision came out today, not Wednesday, not Thursday. It's not a coincidence. We see the legal calendar and the electoral calendar colliding.
Yeah, it's the 11th hour right before Super Tuesday. Why did the liberal justices write a separate opinion?
Really interesting that the court issued this per curiam, which means that it's an opinion not attributed to anybody. It's an opinion in Latin by the court. But then the liberal justices wrote separately to say, we agree with the outcome, but we think that the majority went too far. We think that they provided too much, in a sense, guidance in saying when Section 3 of the Constitution can be used by states and how. They said, we would have just said Colorado went too far, and that's the end of the story.
Yeah, and what impact does this case have on the election? Is this actually going to affect votes given the states that were in this kind of controversy?
Well, I think it's going to have an impact in the sense that if the court had gone the other way, which nobody thought that they would, but if they had, then obviously other states could have followed, and those states potentially could have been purple states, or even, I don't think it's likely, but red states. So this is one of those cases that's a big legal question, but also a big political impact as well.
Well, we're glad to have you to break it all down for us and translate what it means for all of us and for voters going into Super Tuesday. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.